Today, boy. Let's see. You're live, boy. You're live. Let me put it like that right there. I don't know. It's kind of bright in here, but I don't want it too bright. I just want it enough so I could be like that. And then let me see if I get somebody coming on here. Mess in here, boy. And wait a few minutes. Audio. Okay, I see the green light. I see the green light. The green light. I got the color light going on today. Let me put this over here for a minute. And I'm gonna wait a little bit. Be like, yeah, I'll wait a little bit. Let me open up this browser over here. Let me see what's going on today here. Okay, so it's already here. I can check on some things here. Let me see. Yeah, you're live, brother. You're live. I see. I see. It says that you're live, brother. You're live. Let me go to my other email account. I don't know why I keep sending me this. Let me see who's this. Why would I want to review bike pedals? I don't even own a bicycle. People send me all these offers. Hello, Danny, Shortwave and Radio DX. Hope you're doing all well. Yaibu, I'm going to pronounce it like that. Yaibu Rudia or Ruida Bike Company Limited has established in 2009. Our company is a manufacturer and exporter specializing in producing bicycle pumps, bicycle parts, and bicycle and other related products. Okay. Here's the info about this campaign. Brand name CXWXC. Product type bike pedals. Why would I don't own a bicycle, and I don't even ride bicycles. I don't own one anyway. This product will be given to, yeah, and we look forward to exchanging our product for YouTube video. Will this work for you? And then they put the product label, and there's a picture of them right here. Some bicycle pedals. Like I mean, they look nice, but I don't own a bicycle, so I don't know why would they. See, people they think that I want to review every little thing. I got so many different cool stuff they want me to review. Stuff that on my radio channel that's not radio related or anything at all. And hello, Bobby. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just come out here because I'm hoping Tasco will come on for a minute. Yeah. So yeah, wow, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just doing a little live stream for a little bit. I'm not gonna be on super long. The weather's miserable out there today. It's just been raining. The last few days it's just been raining, and then today we're supposed to get whatever's left from Debbie. We're supposed to get that tonight, I guess, overnight. Right now it's drizzling out. It's drizzling outside. It feels like October. Feels like October. I haven't even started fixing up this room yet. I did get my Yesu. I received it. My Yesu. It's still in the box. I haven't even an unboxing video of that yet. I still have that in the box. The Yesu FT991A. And then over here I have it's still in the box. Well, you saw that. I showed it in the stream. The power supply. And then, of course, Married DX, I emailed him yesterday. I got this working finally on this one. All I needed was the cable. Where's the cable? Oops, I hit the wrong one. So for this one now, when you turn it on, now when you turn it on, it looks like that. Oh, this thing's too bright. Let's see, is it too bright? Let's see. Display on, yeah, this display is too bright. Yeah, it's very bright. You can't see it anyway. Yeah, it's really bright. I mean, it's bright for me to look at it. I think it's like the camera when the camera put the camera up close. There you go. Let's see. So now that has OpenGD 7.7 software installed. So I finally got the OpenGD 7.7 installed on this one. There. So there you go. So I got this one installed with the OpenGD 7.7. I like the way it sounds when you first turn it on. And when you turn it off, it says power off 73. So when I turn it on, you're gonna hear like the Morse code. Hear that? So that's the OpenGD 7.7 software store. So now with this one, when I talk to somebody on the DMR, I can see their call sign right here and their name, which is cool. The other one, the one I've been using, the 1801, doesn't do any of that. So this one actually now is out of the two. Now I like this one better because this one is more customizable with the OpenGD 7.7. And this one you can get it for like around. I seen it around $50 AliExpress for this one. And if you put OpenGD 7.7 software in it, it's actually much better. You get more options, a lot more options on it. When you get into these type of radios, the problem with these radios is that every radio. Let me show you another one. Every radio, when you buy these type of handheld, transceivers. If you ever get your technician license, Bobby, I don't know. The problem with all these handheld is that the software that always comes with this, they should make one software that can work with everything. Every manufacturer wants to reinvent the wheel every time they make these software. So it's like you have to learn this software, and you have to learn this software. Yeah. Instead of making one interface or one software that can do most of these radios. Because OpenGD 7.7 is a hack. It's not the official software for Baofeng. But it works well. It's very easy to use, very easy to program. And why can they put that on every radio? That interface. And that's the problem with these radios. Is every radio has to have a different they call it CPS, code plug software, whatever it's called, CPS. So every radio has their own CPS software. And some of it is very not a big learning curve, but there is a learning curve to, you know. And then I saw a new radio. It's from TID Radio or TID Radio. That's how you pronounce it. From Glamham. That actually you don't even need a computer to program it. You can connect to you can connect to your phone. It has a Bluetooth. I guess the radio has a Bluetooth inside. You can connect with your phone and do all the programming on your phone, and then upload it to your walkie-talkie or your. When I say walkie-talkie, I mean yeah, HT, your handheld transceiver. There's a one now. So I guess in the future they're gonna have more radios that are gonna do that. So instead of using a computer, you can just do it on your phone. Like if you want to put all the contacts, there's a software that comes with it, and it sends it through Bluetooth. It's so much easier. The way she demonstrated was so much easier. It even downloaded all the what she did. She searched for all the repeaters in her area with the software I'm talking about. She searched for all the repeaters in the area. It goes to her phone. and then she could upload that to this guy, to to a handheld transceiver, and that is so cool that you can do that. She just so for example, I am on the software. I can say, okay, I live in Yonkers, New York. Every repeater within 10 miles, right? So to download the whole list, and then with all the settings and everything, with the offsets and everything, download it. I have it on my phone, and I upload it to boom my handheld. Instead of putting them one by one on the computer, it does it automatically. You can with a click or with a button press. That's pretty cool. So it's is the radio is made from TID Radio. I had reached out to them a few months ago if they want to send me a radio to review. They never responded to me. So whatever. Because most of the time, if you reach out to not most of the time, but some of the time, if you have a certain amount of people subscribers in your channel, if they like your channel, you just simply ask them. Because it's stuff that doesn't cost much. Like these radios, they don't cost much. They're like $50, $60. It's not like they're sending me $1,000 radio. So this stuff they usually send it to you if you ask, and some of them will just approach you to review it. I guess because I bought this one and I made a couple of videos on this one already. Now people are starting to go to my channel and say, "Oh yeah, we want to send you our version of this." Like Radcell, they sent me one, and I didn't reach out to them. They just sent it to me, and they said, "If you like to review, just say yes." And I said, "Yeah, sure, send it to me," and that's it. Yeah. So yeah, I've been watching the Olympics. I know the opening ceremony was ridiculous, but I've been watching them. It's been entertaining. Um, I liked the gymnastics. The gymnastics was nice. The women, the U.S. women, the team, they won the gold. That was good to see. But then I think the individual events. I think it was the last one too. The what they call it, the floor exercise. I think it's called. That the woman from Romania was third, and then all of a sudden they took away and they gave it to the other USA, the other American teammate. That was pretty messed up though. The Romania thought she won the bronze medal, and it turned out what's her name? The American Jordan Childs, right? Jordan Childs, that's her name. So she was already disappointed. She came in fourth, and then they said no, we're gonna review the. I guess one of the coaches said, "Can you please review the landing?" Because they said she landed out of bounds, and she didn't land out of bounds. She barely touched the. So they reversed it, and they said, "Oh my God!" So they gave her that 10, it's like point 10 point whatever it was. They gave her back those points, and I put her over in third place, and the Romanian was crying. She was just crying. She thought she was gonna be on the podium. See, stuff like that. I'm like, they should just what they should have done right there. They should have just gave them both the medal. Not put the score up, and the Romanian gymnast is celebrating. She thinks she got bronze medal, and then you reversed it in not even in a few minutes, and then they give it to the American, and that kind of sets a bad. It looks bad. Like, okay, there's some cheating going on. They should have just said, you know what? Because they do it sometimes. They give both of them a bronze medal. So they both be tied for third place. That's what they should have done. But they didn't do that. The American went up there, and the bronze was left. The Romanian woman was left out, and she was crying. I was like, man, I feel so bad. And I don't really root for the teams anymore. I just, you know, and there are some good stories, like that guy that won the 100-meter dash, the American. Uh, I heard about his story. It's crazy that the kid grew up with asthma. He was dyslexic. He had asthma. What else? Dyslexia. I know dyslexia. It was something else. I think he's suffering from depression. He had depression, and now he's the fastest man in the world, gold medal. And that tells you that it doesn't matter where you come from. It don't matter where you come from. We all had to overcome things. We all had to overcome different things. For for where we at now. I could say that I could say that for myself. I was very shy when I was a young boy. I was very shy. I didn't even talk in school. I didn't talk in class for like 3 years almost. I think it was about 3 years I didn't talk in class. And they thought I was mute or something. And my mother's like, no, he talks. He just doesn't want to talk in school. Until I got to about the fourth grade, I believe, and then I kind of got out of that. That's my son right now. My son is going through that. He doesn't like to participate in class. The teachers always tell me, your son doesn't participate. I said, well, because he's shy. That's it. Does he do well in school academically? Is he passing his assignments? Yeah, he's doing well. He just doesn't participate. So then what's the problem? He just doesn't want to participate. He doesn't feel comfortable talking, That's it. And that's the problem with some of these teachers. They think that everybody needs to participate for everything. No, if the child is doing well, yeah, you know what? You kind of try to make them break out of that shell. But then some of kids are like that. I like that, especially uh, you know, you know, some of us like me are introverted. So it takes a while. Just like when I started this channel. Now, years ago, I had this YouTube account, but I didn't upload videos until a couple of years after that. And they weren't even my videos. They were just videos from. I think one was a Star Trek blooper, and the other one was I forgot what it was. It didn't get any views, no nothing. It didn't get nothing like that. Until years later, in 2016, I decided I'm gonna start uploading videos, and I knew what I was getting into. I knew this. I know whatever you do, there's always gonna be trolls. Don't matter what you do, whether you have a channel or you have a Instagram account, you post pictures or something, or you have a Facebook account and you post something, you're always gonna have trolls. You're not gonna avoid that. There's always gonna be somebody that wants to be Debbie Downer, whatever, wants to make you feel bad because they're miserable. And it's not only online; it's in life. I knew people like that. I know people like that. That when I was growing up, and I was trying to do certain things in my life. I was trying, I went to, you know, after dropping out of college. Before that, I finally went back to college and took something else, and I gave college one more try. And people were telling me, "Why are you going to college? Why are you doing this?" And some people even told me, "I'm gonna say it." I grew up in the Bronx. Some people were saying, "Why are you trying to be white?" They actually said that to me. It was actually saying like, "Why are you trying to be white?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Hispanic." But I had those comments. I had comments like, "You trying to be white?" Like, no, I'm trying to be successful. I want to succeed in life. It's not about being white or black or whatever. It's about, I wanted to get a degree because it was something that I always wanted. And at the time, when you get a degree, it does help you get a better paying job. This is facts. College dropouts, I mean, high school dropouts, you got high school graduates, high school dropouts, or, whatever, high school dropouts don't make that much money in their career. They have statistics for all that. If you go through life being a high school dropout, you're always going to earn this much. If you're a high school graduate without college, you're going to earn this much. If you got a 2-year degree, you'll get a little more. If you have a 4 year degree, you'll get this much. If you have a master's degree, and then you'll get this. If you're a PhD, and you'll be making more, and so on. You know what I mean? And I didn't want to be down here, when it's just not what I wanted. I would say that all the time. When you go through life without goals, it's like you're riding on a boat without a rudder. You're just floating. You're just floating. You're not going anywhere. You're just floating in the ocean with no direction, where the wind blows, I guess. That's it. That's all you're doing. You're depending on the wind to blow you here, to blow you there, whatever. That's it. And you don't even have a sail. And you don't have a rudder. You cannot. When you don't have a rudder, you cannot steer where you want to go to. And that's why I feel. I know a lot of people like that. There is a lot more people than you think. And I go through life without goals. You know. Sometimes you get caught up in these things, and you be around people like that. They just don't have a goal. And I don't understand that, and I don't want to understand that. The best thing to do is you ever heard that saying that what they say, like you don't understand them. When people say that, oh, you just don't understand these people, you don't understand. I don't want to understand them. I have my own life to worry about. I cannot worry about how to understand a group of people, whatever. No, I don't, because first of all, you didn't live. My life is different from their life. I don't have sympathy for people that live in the suburbs. Like, I know I have nephews that they never had real problems. Like, they didn't grow up poor. They didn't grow up in. They weren't homeless like I was. I was homeless. I was homeless a couple of times. Where every possession you had was burned to the ground because it was in the apartment that was burned down. Everything that was in that apartment got burned down. So anything you had that was, even pictures of you as a baby, they're all gone. And this is, of course, before the internet. When you lost those pictures, they were gone forever. That's it. We talk about Polaroids and all this type of pictures. So all those things got went up in smoke. When our first apartment living in New York City was burned down, we lost everything in that apartment. We had to come outside with the clothes on our back, and that was it. So when I see people crying about stupid things in life, like people that live in Sparta, New Jersey, which is like the highest taxed, highest income county or township in New Jersey, those are not problems. Those are manufactured problems. Those are what some people call them. Some people say suburban problems or whatever. There's another word for that, but I don't want to say it. Uh, you know, and I don't have sympathy for people like that. People that have fake problems, like these people that protest out there with the Gaza nonsense. Like, I'm sorry, you don't live there. You trying to you just doing this to be cool. You're trying to be cool with your, you know, whatever. Most of the people, if they go to that country and try to live there, especially the ones that don't cover their head, their face, they go to jail. And if your sexual orientation is not straight, you get thrown off a building. But they don't understand that, you know, because they're stupid. They're brainwashed. And that's why I have no sympathy for people like that. And those are not problems. Problems is like, when you can't pay rent and you're facing eviction. And, you know, those are problems. Or when you don't know what's the next food on the table for your family. Those are problems. Not somebody that's mommy and daddy paying for their Ivy League school, Columbia University. They don't have a worry in the world to where they're gonna get that money from. Mommy and daddy already forked out that money for you, and all you have to do is just go to school and get some good grades, and basically shut the fuck up and graduate. Yet they want to be out there protesting, acting like they're fucking oppressed. That's why I don't have sympathy for all these people now. I have no sympathy. You know, I have none. I have no sympathy for those people. I have no sympathy for the people that voted in that idiot in Minnesota. Now he's the vice president candidate. You know, my sis, my excuse me, my wife's, my brother-in-law. Yeah, my brother-in-law. What am I saying? My wife. My wife's brother. See, he's my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law lives in Minnesota. He lives in Minnesota. He has a family in Minnesota, and we thought about Minnesota. A few years ago, we thought about, well, it'd be nice to move in Minnesota. You couldn't pay me to move to Minnesota now. Since that whole thing happened with George Floyd, and remember, this is the same city that let the police precinct get burned down to the ground. The mayor did nothing. The governor did nothing. Half of Minneapolis was burned to the ground because of a criminal. A criminal. That's what he was, a criminal. I don't care what anybody say. He was a fucking criminal. He was a career criminal, and they put him on a fucking pedestal. You know, they made him out to be Saint George. I'm sorry, he was a fucking criminal. Do we have bad cops? Yeah, we have bad cops. There are bad cops all over the place. But I'm sorry, you don't burn down half of the country for a criminal. You don't do that. I'm sorry. And that's a problem. Some people are just, they just want to find an excuse to go out there and loot and riot. They don't really care about the cause. They just go out there to just want to loot. That's it. They just go out there like I first witnessed that in 1977 when we had the blackout in New York City. I had no concept of what looting was until maybe not even an hour in. The lights went on in New York City. It was already nighttime. I remember when I was a kid. I was a young boy, and 1977, the summer of, well, it was also called the summer of Sam because of the son of Sam was out on the loose, killing people. And I remember the blackout. I remember an hour later, the house that we lived in, right down the block, I saw people breaking into the supermarket. They were breaking into, and then they went in there because, of course, there's no power. It's pitch black outside now. That's the first thing that's their first instinct is to destroy the city. Unfortunately, that's what I saw. I saw chaos. I saw people going in there breaking into supermarkets. Every local business in that area was broken into, and some of them were set on fire. And even my older brothers went in there, and I remember they came out where they went to the bike shop. There was a bicycle shop. They broke into. I guess people broke into that one, started stealing bicycles. So my brother, my two brothers, I'm the youngest of eight, seven brothers and one sister. But a couple of my brothers, one came back with a 5 speed bike, the other one came back with a 10 speed bike, and they were like, "Oh, look what we got!" And you know, of course, I didn't understand it at the time why they did that. I was too young to understand that. All I know is all I can remember is everybody stealing. That's the first thing I always told about stealing. And then when the sun came up, finally overnight, all these things happened. Then the sun came up, it looked like a war zone. Every place was destroyed. There was boxes all over the floor. It was all garbage all over the floor. Every window you could tell was broken. It was like somebody dropped a bomb in that place, in that boulevard right there. Boom. And then during the daytime, people were still going into stores, and they would get chased by a couple of cops here and there. But then the aftermath of that was horrible. And I remember in my neighborhood, this happened in 1977. That whole neighborhood did not recover. All those businesses, so a lot of those businesses never came back. Some of them did come back in a limited. Some of them did come back within a few weeks, but some of them never came back. So there was a lot of open commercial areas where there was no business. It took a good 10 years to bring it back to almost where it was in 1977. But really, it took another 15 years. I'm going to say by the mid 90s, where every business in that avenue, there was every commercial place in that avenue was rented out again. And there was still a couple of them that was not rented out. It took, I guess, right before 2000, finally, every business in that boulevard, I mean, every commercial real estate was rented out to a business. Now, when you go there today, it's all full. It's a lot. It's a lot of businesses now. Even bigger and that's not, and they were all mom and pop stuff. Now you're finally getting the bigger franchises. Like a few years before I moved out, there was a Foot Locker. There was KFC and all that. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, and all that. Before that, it was just a lot of mom and pop stuff. But now, when I go there, now there's like Wingstop. I don't know if that's, you ever heard of Wingstop? They sell like chicken wings and all that. Now they have a Wingstop there. They have all these other bigger stores now. Uh, I remember there was only one bank in that whole area. One bank, basically one ATM. And then about the early 90s, finally another bank opened up over here. Now you have at least three banks, I think now, three different banks. And now it looks a lot better. But when you break into all those places and you burn half of the city down, no business is coming back. They don't want to come back. Why? Because their own people destroy everything. You know, and that's the problem with this moron, this other idiot we have. So now it's Kamala and the Tim Walz, whatever his name is, another progressive. And people are still talking about it. And there's people actually talk like my wife. My wife, not my wife, my wife's co-workers. They're gonna vote for her because she's black. That's it. That's the only reason why they're gonna vote for her. They're only gonna vote for her because it's not because of any policies or anything. They're just gonna vote for her because she's black and she's Indian. That's it. That's the only reason they're gonna vote for her. And voting like that gets you in trouble because you haven't learned by now. You have not learned by now that that doesn't work. Hiring somebody just because they're to fill a quota, not because of their merit, is stupid. It's stupid. It's beyond stupidity. But people falling for that again. Like they all, they packed in that arena the other day. I read what it was. I read that everybody in that arena got $200 gift card. That's the only reason why they're showing up there. They were handing out gift cards. Now, if you come into this rally, we're gonna hand out gift cards. So because I saw X post, a Twitter post that they posted, the same arena Trump was in Pennsylvania, and then they show hers. It was more people, but it's because the gift cards. They gave out gift cards and all that. And then before that, there was another rally a week ago or so, and there was an entertainer. I don't know her name. I don't even know. I didn't even know this entertainer. I just heard of her. I seen a couple of Megan Thee Stallion or something. So I guess she was performing, and this is what they do. They cater to the lowest common denominator. So she's up there twerking and doing whatever, and for the black vote, whatever. And people fall for that. So they went to see her, of course. As soon as she finished performing, they all left. And then half of the arena was empty. And that's what I tell people: don't fall for that. Just don't fall for that. They call this man every name in the book. They try to put him in prison. They try to assassinate him. This is the party that we talk. This is the same party that I used to vote for. The same party I used to vote for. Now they're disgusting. And all they do is gaslight. Everything is a gaslight with these people. They just that's all they're a party of gaslighters. That's all they do. It's just gaslight. Like when he said about the auto workers a year ago, he never said it was going to be a bloodbath. Like they're going to kill. He said that the auto industry is going to be a bloodbath. But these people gaslight. They twist everything around, and they don't play the whole clip. They only play the clip that he says it's going to be a bloodbath, and that's it. They're like that, and the media is complicit with that. They're like the worst gaslighters. So now they're trying to make this one out to be like, oh, she was never the border czar. She was never in charge of the border. Yeah, she was in charge of the border. Biden made her the border czar, not an official title, but she was oversee. She was supposed to oversee, and she took a trip to like the Central America, a couple of countries. I forgot what it was, to see the root causes of it. We know what the root causes of it are. The root cause is you're giving out free shit, and you're telling people you could come here and they're not gonna get sent back. Of course, everybody's gonna come here because they're gonna get free shit. You know what I'm saying? So you don't need nobody. You could have paid me to tell you what the root cause is. You could have paid me to do that. You know, you could have paid me. I could have told you. You know what the root cause is? You're giving out free shit, and you're letting everybody in. That's why we have too many illegals here. That's it. Say, well, you could have saved that fucking woman, or that plane right down there, and all this fake press that she's trying to do something for the border security and all that. You could have just asked me. That's the root cause. Don't give them incentive to come here. And if they do come here, send them right back. Don't, they wasted, oh, we walked 5,000 miles all the way up here. No, you don't. You just wasted 5,000 miles. However, it took you 3 months to get here. Guess what? You wasted 3 months of your life coming here. Guess what? You're going back on a plane. That's what I would have done. That would have discouraged the hell out of them. You don't have to send all of them back. But if you send enough of them back, they'll get the message. Okay, don't come up here because we're going to make this long trip up here. We're going to spend, and they have money. A lot of people actually save up money to pay these people to bring them up here. When I hear these numbers like, oh, I paid $10,000 to, so this person can go, where the fuck you get $10,000 from in your country? If you could get $10,000 in your country, you're doing something illegal. Okay? I don't want to fucking hear it. You're not a fucking brain surgeon coming from Honduras or Guatemala, whatever. I'm sorry. If you got $10,000 to pay somebody to bring you up here, or Venezuela, even worse, $5,000, $10,000, whatever the number is, and you got that much money to pay them down there, and that type of money, then what do you think you're gonna do when you come up here? You're gonna do the same illegal shit you've been doing down there. You're gonna steal, you're gonna rob, you're gonna sell drugs, whatever. That's what you're doing. He's right about that, and they gaslight him about that. They're not sending their best up here. They're not sending their best up here. That's a lie. That's a lie when they say that. They're sending their best. They all just want to come here and work. That's a lie. Hello, Tasso. There you go. And Tasso can prove it to you. He lives right in Long Island City. I know there's a whole bunch of them around there. Go to Roosevelt Avenue right now and go to see if they're all out in the street, blocking traffic and all this shit. Blocking the sidewalk. Yeah, I know. I got the email. I was going to ask you about that. Let me show you let me show you. Let me put this over here. I don't want to knock down my stuff. Okay, be careful, Danny. Okay. So I sent you that radio because I bought that radio to replace this one. So this is the one that I told you that I lost. I didn't tell you exactly what it was, but this is the one that I lost. I thought I lost it. So for a year, I thought this radio was lost. I thought somebody stole it from my backyard. So I saw that radio, the 7600D, which is the same one as this one. The ICF 7600D is the same as this one. Now this one, as you can see, they both have two battery. They have two battery. One is for the clock. One is for the clock. There's two battery compartments. See, one is for the computer clock battery. One is for the radio battery. Okay. So, and you gotta make sure they fit. Let me see. I don't want to. Okay. When I bought that radio, oh, you try some batteries? I don't know. Or maybe check the connectors. And the batteries, 4 of them. You need 4 for the radio. You need 4. You need 4 AA batteries for the radio. 4 for the radio and 2 for the clock. So 2 for the clock, 4 for the radio. And inside here, there's a switch. I already switched it. 9 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz. But, you know, I should have tested it before I shipped it to you.
The NBC or the ABC, maybe. Not, you need to do all 3. Why would you be scared of Fox when you got NBC and ABC, right?
No, the clock is only for this.
The Gowan Spin Throwdowns could be very.
The clock is only for the clock.
I'm Brian Mudd, in for the Great One.
Oh, sorry. So you can put 2 batteries on the clock. They separate. This is only for the clock. You see? I don't know if the thing is. Oh, sorry. Keep it in the power button. This is only for the clock. It says it right there. The radio is the radio is all of this. There's 4 of them in here. There's 4 for the radio. And then there's, when I bought that radio, I tested it. It was fine. But as soon as because this is old. This is from the early, this is vintage, bro. This is vintage. Let me see what year. Yeah, it's so in the 83. See, yeah, this is old. And then you got the time set right here. This is. Yeah, I know the power supply. It's right here. I'll tell you. 6 volt. It's 6 volt. There you go, 6 volt. And then here's your external antenna. If you want to put an antenna right here. Oh my God, let me go like this. 6 volt. This is the earphone jack. This is to record. That cassette one, that's to record. If you have a cassette recorder, an old one, you put it in there. That's like the microphone or something. And then that's the antenna. Oh my God. That's the antenna. And then you have a sensitivity switch right here. So you got local and, oh my God. Excuse me. Sensitivity, I put mine on high because I use it for DX. But if you're getting a lot of breakthrough, put it on low. It's the same radio. So I'm showing you the same radio you have now. And then, of course, you got your volume here. You got your AM mode. You got your tone, right? This has single sideband. Single sideband is right here. And then you use this one to fine tune. Single sideband. You got to hit the single sideband switch. When you want to do single sideband, it's AM mode and single sideband. You got to switch to the single sideband and use this to tune single sideband. Yeah, single sideband. Yeah, single sideband. I told you I didn't want to send you a piece of junk. I sent you a good one. Yeah, single sideband. You can scan tune right here. Scan tuning. Okay. So this one is long wave, medium wave, all the way through. The only thing is the medium wave. Is it 17? Let me check. Let me check the. Let me go to. So medium wave. Medium wave. The only thing about medium wave, it doesn't go to 17. Because remember, this is 1983. This is 1983, so there's no 17 hertz. At 1615, it goes over the short wave. So 1700 is on the short wave band. Okay? So he says 1600. If I go to 1610, let me see, hold on. 1610 is medium wave, right? If I go one more, now it's 1615. Now you're on the shortwave band. That's shortwave now. Back in 83, that was shortwave. 16, so 1611, that's all shortwave now. They consider that shortwave back then. Okay, so that's why it's an old radio. It's when I bought that one because I lost this one. So that's why I gave you that one, because I have this one. Yeah, single sideband. And let me tell you something. This is one of my best. This is one of my best shortwave, medium wave DXing radio. This one. This one. So you know, I hope I should have tested it before I sent it to you, but I tested it months ago. I was playing around with it months ago, but something told me I should have tested it before I ship it to you. But I checked the connector. Maybe you might have to take a little sandpaper or just clean it with alcohol. Maybe there's a little corrosion on the connector. I don't know. I know I shipped it without batteries. I took the batteries out a long time ago on that one. This one, I didn't take out the batteries. I had it there all this time, and I didn't take out the batteries. I should have done that. But yeah, you put 4 AA batteries here. The main one is the radio. 4 AA batteries. And that's another thing. These batteries, when you put them in, they'll last for a while. These batteries will last for a while. I had these batteries for months in here. So battery life on this radio is good. 4 AA batteries. Okay. And let me see what else. There's no kickstand, of course. Of course, you got your beautiful map there. You know, like this is the way it was in the 80s with the maps. That's a time switch for the clock. That little thing is to set the time. And you set the time right here. And there's a little light right here. And then the red tuning comes on. When you're tuning, you fine tuning, that red light gets brighter for the tuning. So you got your tuning right here. Okay, your tuning is right here. Your manual tuning is right here. You can scan or you can do manual tuning. Or you can input it. So if you want a direct input, you put the frequency and you hit execute. Execute. Now you have AM button, right? That's AM. You gotta press it over again. Long wave AM, medium wave AM, and then short wave. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So all that is for short wave. I'll show you. Let me turn it on. Let me go back to So AM, right? Then my battery's dying too. Yeah, my battery's dying. Yeah, it just died out. I had these for months. Yeah, my battery's dying. Let me switch. Yeah, my battery's dying. One thing about this is we gotta have 4 fresh batteries. If one battery's weak, that's it. This thing won't turn on. All batteries got to be good at all. It's one thing. So if the batteries are very weak, then it's not gonna it's gonna be you know. Let me put brand new batteries on it. I'll show you. I got brand new batteries right up there. Let me take these out. I'm gonna take these out. There's 4 of them. See? There's 4 of them in here. Don't worry about the clock. The focus on the radio. You want the radio. On the clock, you could test those on the clock. Your batteries, test them on the clock only. See, just to get the clock working. See, there's one that's stuck in here. I hope that one is not corroded. There you go. Okay, so I got it out. Okay, no corrosion. Okay. So let me get 4 new batteries. That sounded weak. Yeah, get fresh batteries. Get 4 fresh batteries. See, I got right here. So let me put these brand new batteries in here. Even though these are Duracell, but my wife rung these from her job, so they're free. Let me put the radio out. I don't want to drop it. Excuse me, sorry. I burped. So let me put these brand new Duracells. These are brand new. So this one, you see. So this one, put it in there first. Oh, yeah, put it in there first. Let me lay it down this way. And then this one goes on top of the ribbon. So now I got that row. And then the other one's going to go the opposite. And then this one is going to go here. Okay. See how bright the light is now? So now let me go through the bands. Let me just put in that's long wave. Okay, hold on. It's finicky too. You get used to it.
But starts with the fastball.
So that's
okay, aren't they too?
medium
The Manager
wave.
Show with Aaron Boone was also brought to you by Millennium Honda, where we make every deal a home run. MillenniumHonda.com.
Then you can tune right here.
The Hackman Wealth Partners go for a compliment. Country. They help Americans take control and safeguard their future. Their team of experts specialize in protecting your retirement with the most trusted store of wealth in human history. Physical, gold, and silver.
Oh, I know what it is. Tassel. Oh, you got to do this first. You got to turn it on up here first. I'll show you. See, right now it's off, right? Oh, shit. Let me show you. You see it? So you got if right now it's off, right? If I try to turn it on, look. Nothing. So you guys make sure this is on first. Okay. You turn that on first. Now you turn it on here. Okay? Because that when I first bought it, it happened to me. But yeah, make sure because that's only for like when you travel. You know when you travel, you have that also in case something hits it, it doesn't turn on in the luggage. It says as yeah. Yeah. When you travel, if you have that off, it's like the lock. You know how now we have the lock? That all the Texans now they have the lock. You can lock it, right? So that way, if somebody hits the power button by accident, it doesn't turn on the radio. And that's why you have the lock. That's a lock. That's what that is. Okay, but this is back in 1983. So you see, now it's on. So if this was in the luggage and you hit it like that,
she was there long before she destroyed San Francisco.
You know?
She destroyed California.
Okay.
Was the DA? She destroyed San Francisco. A friend of mine, Bob Tisch. All know the Tisch family. He was in many cities with companies. Greatest city in the country.
So this is medium wave, right?
That was about 20
years ago. It says medium
ago.
Wave.
And he passed away a while ago, and he would be looking down and said, what happened?
So he says
he
MW.
Thought it was the best city in the country.
Now, when you want shortwave, you got to hit AM again. And now it's like that.
He would be looking down and horror.
Now you put in the frequency. I'm going to put like 10,000. Let's see. Oh, it went to long wave. Okay, I forgot how to do that, please. All right, hold on. I forgot. It's been a long time since I used this radio. Oh, there you go. That's shortwave, see? 60 meters, right? Let me put Let me see. It's very noisy in here. It's really noisy in here. Let me see. I can. Yeah, it's very noisy. Let me see. Yeah, it's very noisy in here. It's really noisy. I got a lot of lights going on. There is a learning curve to it, though. There's a learning curve to it, Tassel. But it's a fun radio. For medium wave DXing and shortwave. This is a very good radio. It's still a very good radio. Let me turn it off. So I bought this one on eBay years ago for $75. I paid $75 for this radio on eBay. If you go on eBay, it's all over the map. And this one is in mint condition. It's really good. The other one The 7600, when I bought it, I paid about $55 or so. It was around $55. I got a good deal on it. The 7600. Uh, $55. I think I bought on eBay, if I remember. It might have been $60, around $60. I got a good deal on it. These radios usually go on eBay for $100. I seen them on eBay for $100. A lot of them about $90, $100 range. So this is the ICF 2002. So it's the same radio. The 7600D is the same radio as this. It's the same exact radio. They had another color. They had a darker color with the white light. This is darker, but they're all the same radio. And hello, James Farley. I hope you're doing well. So anyway, just put fresh batteries in there, and if you put like a medium weak battery, sometimes it won't. You know. See, these are the clock ones. So if I take these out, it just affects the clock. Sorry. Well, if I take these out, this is just for the clock. Because you got to remember 1983. I was buffering. You got to remember 1983. There was no watch battery. Remember the little watch batteries? Remember the little watch batteries? 1983, there was no watch battery, so they could have put a little watch battery in there. So this one, you literally had to put batteries for the clock separately. You know, by 1986, and then they started putting watch batteries inside the radios, like a watch battery, or they call it barrel. It looks like a barrel. It's a small battery that's inside. It's inside the board. They solder it in there. And those batteries were known to blow up and mess up your board. Because the Amiga computers, back in 1983 and all that, they had that battery. No, not the Amiga. The memory board. The memory board for the Amiga had that battery that if that battery were to blow up, it leaked, it would mess up your board. So by 1986 or 88, I forgot, even early 90s, they started using the watch battery. You know, the flat top battery, the ones that you see today, inside the computers and also inside some radios. But back in 1983, you had to put your own batteries for this radio, for the clock. Because this one, when they sold this radio, they sold it as a traveling radio. This radio was sold to be a traveling radio. They will market it for the traveler because it also have alarm clock. This radio has an alarm clock, you see? It has alarms. For 1983, this was way ahead of its time. Because you got your clock setting. You could set timer, alarm clock on this. This was a traveling radio. Of course, they had the map to, the time zone and all that. They put all the bands there, the meter band. See, they break down all the frequencies. They show all the time zones. You see? So back in 1983, this radio was being marketed. Yeah. Yeah. But, I leave it because, when I film it and people say, well, your clock is dead now. Yeah. But remember, 1983, if you travel and you need an alarm clock, you have your wristwatch. You can also set your wristwatch for alarm. This was an alarm clock. In 1983, that was an alarm clock. So Sony, unfortunately, doesn't make no more shortwave radio. They got out of the business a long time ago. But when Sony shortwave radios were the gold standard. Sony was the gold standard of shortwave radios. For a long time, they were the gold standard. And of course, Grundig. Grundig is another company that was the gold standard. And I have one Grundig here that I can show you. This is the Yacht Boy. This is the Grande Yacht Boy. And this was like the competitor. This is the Grande Yacht Boy 400. Unfortunately, this one, the display is starting to fade. Do I even have batteries in this one? No batteries on this one. So this one, I don't know. I think it's I have to put new check it out. I think this one is not doing well anymore. The Yacht Boy 400. I thought about sending you this one, but uh it's not working properly right now for some reason. I don't know the display. I don't know what it is. So and this is a nice radio too. When this radio is working well, it's a nice radio too. And this one does have a kickstand. See, this one has all the frequencies in the back. Sorry. Yeah, I seen your radio in the background. So this one has a kickstand. Has a kickstand. This one is also a clock, an alarm clock or clock radio. See, it has a big snooze button. It has a snooze button. It has a light button right there. And Yacht Boy's a pretty good radio too. See, do conversion. Single sideband. This is single sideband also. I was thinking about sending you this radio, but this one I don't know what's going on with it right now. It's kind of quirky. Maybe something going on. So I decided to send you that Sony one. I hope it's working. I really hope there's nothing going on with it. And of course, this one also. If you see this one, you got a whole bunch of stuff there. Sorry, put it this way. So you got external antenna for this one also. It has the attenuator. You can put a stereo. You could, for the audio. The headphone jack. The power is right there on this side. And then on this side, of course, is the sorry, let me just see because it's fading. Oh my god. I need lighting in here. Okay. Single sideband. Okay, and so originally I was gonna think about sending you this one, and there's another. It's a long story with the post office. Oh my god, that's another thing. It was a hassle, but what I did is I did a click and ship. I created a USPS account, so I went in there and I did click and ship. I printed my own label. I put how much it's gonna weigh, and that's it. And then it was like $7. The shipping was like $7. So, but first I was gonna go to the post office over here, but it was a hassle. So I wanted to go on. So the same night I printed my own label. I went to the other post office, dropped it off. That's it. They scanned it. Said, okay, you're good. That's it. So now I know when I want to ship another package. Now I know what to do. I'm not going to this post office no more. The main one in Yonkers is one of the worst around here. I'm gonna go to the one down here by South Broadway. It's about a 25-minute walk over here. It's actually better. It was a lot more. 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 I was the only one in there. When I went in there at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I was the only one in there. So, yeah. Yeah, very technologically advanced for 1983. Yeah, it is. It is that Sony. It's a good radio. I hope I will clean the connectors. Just alcohol wipe. Just clean them. Alcohol with a Q-tip with ISO 91% alcohol, whatever. Just clean them. They might be a little dirty. I don't know. But get brand new batteries for it first. Just put brand new batteries on it, and it should be fine. But I should have tested it before I shipped it to you. I don't know why. Somebody told me I should have tested it first. No, I didn't get that much. I got very little water. I'm fine. There was a little puddle right there, but nothing. All that rain came down. You know what James Farley, what the problem is if it rains every day for like a week and the ground gets soaked, or the ground was so dry. Yeah, so the ground was so dry. It took most of the water, and then very little came in through the thing. I put the pump for like 10 minutes. That was it, and then the water is only a little bit of water in the pump. So nothing. I was okay here. I was fine. And then a little water trickle right there, but nothing. It's a little tiny puddle right there. That's it. It's already drying up. That's it. And we're supposed to get rain overnight. We're supposed to get rain overnight from Debbie, right, Tasso? Is it overnight? We're supposed to get the Debbie, and but hopefully that'll be fine. I think I'll be fine because it's supposed to rain overnight until tomorrow because of Debbie, and then by Sunday we'll be fine. Into tomorrow. Okay, so tonight or to tomorrow. Yeah. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, tropical depression. Yeah, I know. It's not even a tropical storm. It's a tropical depression. Because you got a hurricane, tropical storm, then you got tropical depression. So if it's tropical depression, there's nothing. So it's probably going to be a couple of inches of rain or whatever. Maybe we might get 3 or 4 inches or something. I don't know. I haven't had the alerts go off yet. So, okay. Even the other night that it rained a lot, I wasn't getting. I got a couple of alerts. That's it, but it was nothing. Over here, I was fine. Because we have a lot of vegetation. I have a lot of corn out there now. I have a lot of. I already harvested a bunch of tomatoes, string beans, some cucumbers. I've been eating salad every day from the garden. All we had to buy was lettuce. So and it's tasted good. It tastes good. Fresh from the ground. Fresh from the tastes good. Well, from the raised bed, not from the ground. But yeah. So I have the Sony AM/FM cassette boombox. Yeah, I have one. I have a cassette boombox upstairs. Let me see the one you have. Let me look it up. The Sony. What is that? Let me close this. Sony. Let me see the one you got. The one that I have. I don't know if it's that. I know it's CFS, the one that I have, but you have the 220, right? 220S. Okay, 220S. Where is it at here? Okay, I know which one you have. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a nice little boombox. I see. Yeah, nice little boombox. Oh, it has shortwave. Okay, yeah, the boombox doesn't have shortwave, but the one that I have, I paid $5 for it in Goodwill, up in Niagara Falls. It's green. It has a CD player on the top. It has a CD player on the top. It has cassette. It has CD player, cassette, AM/FM, and it has digital display. Yeah, that's older. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that one. That one is nice. That's a nice one, actually. I'm looking at it right now. It looks pretty cool. It's a slim one too. Yeah, the slim one. Yeah, probably needs a new belt. I got a whole bag of belts. I got a whole bag of belts. Let me see. Let me check. Yeah. I bought these from eBay a couple of years ago. There's different sizes. See? Maybe you can see it better there. Let me see if I can put the label. Now it's upside down. Anyway, it's all different sizes. I think I paid like nothing for it. I feel like $5 or $7. I think maybe even $10. Assorted because I have a tape deck there. Radio Shack Optimus is I can't see it. It's back there. Let me see if you can see it. I'm gonna try to focus on the Optimus. You see that double cassette one? It's a double cassette. Yeah, the double cassette one. It powers up, but the motor doesn't want to move. So I'm thinking that one needs the belt. So I need to open that one and learn how to put the belt in. So and then I have boom box upstairs, a Grundig boom box from the 70s. You turn on the cassette, it turns on, but I don't see the motor moving. So I think that one the belt, because these belts, this rubber gets dried up and it just breaks. These belts they only last a few years. It lasts a few years, then they they get brittle and they break. So I got a whole bag of them right here. I bought them with the intention of yeah, I'm thinking about ordering. I think I'm gonna order. I think I'm thinking about ordering a workbench, an actual workbench, because I haven't even unboxed my radio yet. I'm thinking about putting in the radio here on the workbench, and then that'll be my ham shack down here for the new Yaesu. Because I was thinking about buying a big folding table, put it here, but I'm leaning toward the workbench, a sturdy workbench, like and then I could put what do you call it, to hang stuff. I can hang stuff on top, like stuff that I need. Because I really want a workbench. I don't want like a. I was thinking about getting another standing desk here, but I don't really want to get that. I think a workbench is better because then later on, if I need a workbench for something else, I can just. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll get a workbench. These glasses are tight, man. Leave me. Wow. Yeah. If it's plugged in, it still feel warm. I don't know why. I don't know. Because you remember radios that old, even the Sony that you got now, it could have been a capacitor that's going bad now. Let me. It could be a capacitor, a little capacitor that maybe finally they get swelled up and then they dry up and that's it. Because I had a radio there, I have a Daymark. Let me show you the other radio that I have. It's a Daymark. Let me put this on back. Actually, no, this one uses six. This one uses 6 AA batteries, by the way. 6 AA. I just realized that 6. Man, this thing hogs up batteries. 6 AA's. Wow. Oh, it's not here, the Daymark. I mean, I like this. This is what I really like. This is the one I really like. I like this one too. And this has RDS. This is the Radio Shack DX398. And this one takes four AA batteries, right? This is probably the early 90s or the mid 90s. I don't know. You know what? I don't even know. Could be probably late 90s. Who knows? I don't know. I don't see the year here anywhere. I mean, you can look it up. Because this also Sangean made this one, the ATS. Sangean also makes this one, the ATS. Yeah, it has RDS. RDS, right here, RDS. Yes, this probably been the early 2000 maybe. Early 2000 maybe. Late, I'm going to say early 2000. Uh, yeah, yeah. It has alphanumeric display. This is this, you know, the Sangean ATS is in the 808. This is the 808. The Sangean ATS 808 is the same, almost the same. But this is the Radio Shack version, DX398. So you see alphanumeric right here for the memories. Like if you know, if you remember, you could type in alphanumeric. You can type it here. I don't have batteries on this one. There's no batteries on this one. No batteries in there. Haven't used this radio in a long time. And it's also a single sideband. Single sideband. I paid like $50 on eBay for this one. I got lucky on this one. About $50. But if you look around, you can get good deals. You know, $50 on eBay. It's big. It is big though. It's a lot bigger. Let me put it back over there. I don't want nothing to happen. I'll put it right here. Yeah. No. I take out the batteries on. Yeah, because that happened to me a couple of times. It happened to me a couple of times. I left the batteries in there and it blew up. It got corroded and I had to clean it. But lucky it didn't damage my radio. So, yeah. That's just probably because it includes shortwave. Maybe, yeah, it could be that. Let me see how much let me see. I saw one. I saw eBay had that radio. Let me see. Let me put eBay. eBay. Sony. Okay, let me close this. I don't really care for that. Sony CFS 220 S. Right. Let me see. Oh, somebody's selling one for $30. Let me see. Okay, let me take this towel. Okay, there you go. Let me put it right here. So $30 right now. Oh, this one $30, and then this one not working. Okay, so this one's not working. And this one, read description. Okay, so let me see what this. Let me see. Probably cassette not working. You know, cassette's probably not working when it's every description. Oh, but it doesn't have shortwave. Yeah, no shortwave. Yeah, no shortwave. No, this is not the S. Oh, okay, that's not the S. Yeah, so I don't even want to look at it. Yeah, no shortwave. I don't want to look at it then. Cassette door needs fixing. It was just needs adjustment. Does not stay closed. Okay. Yeah, that's why it's so cheap. Okay. Yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, I was wondering why. Yeah. Okay, let me see what else. And this one is not working. I didn't want to look at that one. Cassette recorder boombox for parts. Okay. Yeah, see how pricey they get? Yeah. There's a 230. See, the one I have is something like this one, but it's digital. It has digital. I don't have it down here. It's upstairs though. I forgot the model number on that one. Let me see this one. Wow. No shortwave. So you see, they're selling it by itself. You just buy a bag of these things. They're selling one of these for $10. I bought a bag. These are assorted though. See how they're selling one belt for $10 and $10 shipping. So $20 for one of these little. But this one is assorted. So you try different sizes. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. Let me take one out. Yeah, I know. Because that's old. You know, the 1620 or 1600. Because the extended band didn't come out till later on. See, some of them are really long. Some of them are like this bigger. Some of them are shorter. Let me see. Wait. I saw one that was really small. See, this one is a lot smaller. So this has assorted sizes for these rubber. Okay, this one is very short. So this is probably more for a smaller radio like yours. And this one is more for a bigger one, for like a stereo, tape deck. And then you have smaller ones in here. You have, I think, really small ones. Let me see. Yeah, just get a assorted bag or something. Let me see. I saw one that these are really small. See, this one is very small. And it's thicker, you see. So this has a whole bunch of them. I saw this on eBay and I just said they're selling a whole bag and I just bought the whole bag because you don't know, you're not gonna know what size. So you try different sizes. See? Let me put them back in there. So there's different sizes. I just need to open it up and put this thing. So you got different sizes. So if you go to let me look it up because I bought this from eBay. Let me look it up. Let me see. Let me just put in like tape deck belt. Is it belt? Assorted. Maybe if I put assorted. Yeah, right here. See? Especially you don't know why it is. It's cheaper to buy this. You see? Different sizes. See all the different sizes? So I would just get like the assorted. All right? You get the assorted and then so I think I might have paid like $10 total. I bought them and I haven't used them. You know, $10 total on eBay and because I have a tape deck there, the double cassette one. I want to use this. I have to open it up and I'm gonna because also even if it's working, if it's old, eventually these get brittle and they break. So it's good to have replacements already. So that's why I think I'm gonna get my work. I think I'm gonna look at Harbor Freight tonight. I'm just gonna get that workbench so I can put it here. This TV is gonna go. This whole screen is gonna go. I might mount the screen on the wall. I don't know yet. Yeah. There's one there for $8.25. This one is free shipping. Like this one is free shipping, 60 pieces. The first one. This one, they're fine. This one has 50 of them. But this one's coming from China. This one is 50 of them from China. Free shipping from China. Yeah, I think I bought one of these. I think it was one of these. I know. I think I paid. I got it local. It was USA shipping. I have to look it up which one it is. Let me go through my. I'll tell you which one. Let me go through my. I should go to my purchase history. Let me see. Purchase history. Let me search my orders. I think it's. I'm gonna put belts. So let me see what comes up. Search. Let me see if it still remembers mine. No, I might have been my old eBay account. I might have bought that with my old eBay account, which I don't have no more. Because that one, I don't know what happened. Somebody tried to use that. Somebody tried to change my. Somebody tried to hack into it, basically. Let me put tape, deck, belt. Let me see if this one. It might have been the other. I know I paid maybe like not even 10. I might have been $10. This is during the pandemic. I think I bought them. Yeah, it's not here. It's not. I didn't buy. So I didn't buy with this account. Because when I bought that Radio Shack tape, that Optimus one, I paid $20 for that tape deck. The guy said it powers up and it seems to be working, but he couldn't test it. But the problem is the idiot, when he shipped it, he didn't wrap it up right. He didn't wrap it up, so it broke. Like the edge of it broke. Let me see if I can bring it over here. It's over. I don't know if I'm. Anyway, so he refunded me. So I was gonna try to fix it anyway. Yeah, again, I get so much stuff on top of it. And that's an Optimus, but that's like the it's a double cassette Optimus. You know the Radio Shack brand Optimus? I think it's like the Gold Series or something. It's a nice tape deck, But lucky for me, I got the Onkyo. Remember the one that I cleaned? I made that video that I cleaned it, the Onkyo. Now the Onkyo is working fine. But that's a double cassette, the one that I was gonna. If that one works, I would have, hooked it up to it. But anyway, so it powers up. When I plug it in, I turn on the power. It does power up. It's just that there's no. Definitely the belt, because the motor. When you press play or whatever, if the motor doesn't spin, but you can kind of hear it, definitely the belt is probably broken. Usually those belts, these belts, they dry up after a few years and they just snap. So once you open it and you locate with the belt, you just take it out. Sometimes the belt is stuck in there. It's like gunk. You probably gonna have to clean it out. Maybe it broke into pieces. Because rubber. You clean it out and you put the new one. That's it. And that usually fixes it. So let me throw out these batteries. Let me throw these old batteries out. These old batteries are no good. Yeah. Yeah, so just get a bag of that, and you're gonna open it. Be careful. Be patient. Yeah, for that one, the volume. If you turn on the volume, if it's a slide, if it's like it's a sliding one or whatever, you're probably gonna have to spray deoxit. Deoxit, because it's probably the potentiometer is already kind of, you know, when you go you hit a scratchy sound. You could get scratchy sound, or you get the volume all of a sudden it goes up and down or whatever. Deoxit, you spray it in the contact cleaner. You don't have to buy Deoxit, their brand, because their brand is kind of expensive. I just buy Amazon. Let me go to Amazon. If it's scratchy, you spray it in there. If it stays up, it stays stuck. Probably that too. You need to spray that thing in there. The contact is getting corroded. Let me put Amazon contact cleaner. Usually called contact cleaner. Contact cleaner electronics. You spray it on. Yeah, it could be the contact. Something like contact cleaner like this. Make sure it's safe for plastic. Yeah, don't do WD-40. I don't trust WD-40. CRC is pretty good. I have this, not the same one, but the same brand. CRC contact cleaner. You spray it in there. It dries up. It's like alcohol base. Yeah, just spray it in there. Don't worry. You know, it dries up. You spray it in there. I'll show you. I'll bring my Sony. I'll show you. My Sony. Where the Sony at? Where the hell I put this Sony at? Sometimes I just forget where I put stuff at. Anyway, this one has a slide. No, I want to show you one with the slide. What the hell I just did with it? Okay, let me. Oh, right here. Never mind, right here. Okay. So, yeah, the Oxy brand is very pricey. It's very pricey. Just because of the name. So, CRC is $10. The Oxy is like $16 for a can. It's ridiculous. So you see, like this, for example, this slide volume, right? You spray it in there. You spray it in there. And then you're going to have to do this a couple of times. Let it work its way in there. You spray it in there. It has a long, those sprays sometimes have a long tube. You get it in there. You spray it. Don't worry about it because it dries up. So you're not wetting the radio. It looks like it's wetting it, but it dries up very fast. You spray it in there and you work it. You work it a couple of times. Let it dry up. Then you test it. You might have to spray it a couple of times. Cause my Millennium 800, the volume button, it keeps doing that. It's really, you know, scratchy. In your case, if it's a slide one, sometimes it's just old. If these things get old. Oh, you have the knob? Yeah, so same thing with the knob. You just spray right in there. If it's a knob, then if it's a knob, you know, some of these you're not gonna be able to take it out. If you could take it out and spray it, it'd be better, but you don't have to take them out. Just get in there. It has like a little, the spray has like a little straw, very thin straw. You get in there and you spray it. Don't worry about if it gets all over the radio because it dries up. It dries up. It's alcohol, you know, so it's not gonna ruin the electronics. Yeah. So you spray it in there. Try to get in there, and then you're gonna have to turn this a few times. Let the alcohol, whatever, you know, the contact cleaner go in there. Yeah, it works for everything. It works for knobs, slide, whatever gets scratchy. Because over time they get corroded. They get scratchy or they get stuck. They get stuck. Sometimes they just get stuck. So it could be either one. You spray that stuff on it. Yeah, and that's it. Any knobs that you turn, they get scratchy. Yeah. Because if it stays stuck and the volume goes up like crazy and it's not making some kind of, you might have to clean it first. And hopefully that should take care of it. But yeah, get contact cleaner. When you get older radios like this, you're going to need contact cleaner. I have a can upstairs. When they start getting scratchy or they get stuck, like if you got a slide one and you put the volume all the way up and it's not making contact because it's getting corroded. It's corroded. The electronic, even though they're making contact, they're corroded, like rust. Like they almost, yeah. So even though it's going up and down, it's not making the contact because it's kind of oxidation. What we call it, not really rusty, although that can happen too, is oxidation. So that cleans that. That gets rid of that. Or you might have to do it a couple of times. You might have to spray it, work it, and hopefully it slides better. It gets rid of that corrosion that's in there. You might have to open up the radio and really go in there with a Q-tip and get rid of all that stuff. Sometimes those contacts turn green, like battery contacts. Same thing with the battery contact. Yeah, so same thing with the battery contact. They can turn green. You know, they're copper. Some of them are copper. They turn green. You clean them up, you know. So that contact cleaner, there's a whole bunch of different brands. I like CRC. The Oxid brand is great, but I don't like the Oxid. The prices are too ridiculous. The Oxid is, the brand, the Oxid. But let me see if I find the Oxid here. They're very expensive. The problem is the brand. You see the brand right here. Look at the Oxid. $17 for that can. You know? CRC is right there. That's the one I have. Like, but that's a degreaser. That's something else. Never mind. Anyway, the Oxid. Yeah, you know, but the problem is the Oxid, they're very expensive. The can is very expensive. It does the job. Don't get me wrong, the Oxid will do the job. So if you want to get the Oxid, I bought one in 2017. You see it? I bought mine years ago. That's the first one I tried. But then ever since then, I bought other brands, and it works for me. I don't. It's just the Oxid is very pricey. Every way I read, you know. But you can use the Oxid. It's fine. If you want to use the Oxid, that's fine. See, the one that I bought was this one. You have this one, CRC. I guess WD-40 does make one now. Contact cleaner. I don't know. I will have to look into that one. I have to look at the reviews. Just make sure it's safe for plastic, which most of them are safe for plastic. You know, they're safe for plastic. But you don't want to put it all over your radio either, because that thing will start. It will remove paint. You spray it where you need to spray it, and that's it. And then let it work its way in there. It dries up, and that's it. And then you spray it in there. As soon as you spray it in there, you work it. You work it in there. If it's a slide rule, if it's a slide control, if it's a slide thing, you do that. If it's a knob, as soon as you spray it in there, you work it. Make sure so that way the solution finds its way in there. And then you let it dry, and then you test it. You turn on the radio and you test it. If it's still giving you the same thing, you might have to spray again. You know, over a few days. You don't have to be all the same day, but over a few days, you spray a little here until it fixes it. 90% of the time when I do it, it works. It fixes it. I got in radios that were very scratchy, like, really bad scratchy. I spray that stuff after a couple of applications, almost as good as new. You don't hear scratching no more. You put the volume up, there's no static, you're scratchy, things like that. So contact cleaner should do the job for that. Yeah, this is the Danny show. This is not a tech show. This is not tech. Why am I telling you guys about tech? I'm telling you how to do this and do that, and this is not tech. What am I doing here? I need to go to my other channel, my tech channel. As you can see, I didn't shave, so I'm just relaxing. Cheers. No, the oxide works. The oxide is very good. It's just that if I found less and I don't know cheaper alternatives. But the oxide is good. The oxide is very good too. It's a little too pricey. And you see with the CRC, I get 11 ounces. The oxide is like 5 ounces. Like you know. Anyway, I hope. Well, anyway, when you get the new batteries, I hopefully that'll take care of that radio. It would be a shame if something happened to that radio because I tested that radio months ago. Because I bought that radio because that one was missing. I thought somebody took it from my backyard. I thought I left it out there. Somebody came in the backyard and just stole it. All this time it was in a camera case. It was in my Nikon D5 D55. What is it? What's the model? Anyway, DSLR camera. I have a Nikon. So D51. Oh, D5100. Excuse me. That's what it is. D5100. Yeah. So one day I opened up the camera case and I saw it in there. And I was like, oh my God, all this time I thought I lost it, and it was right in the camera case. So that radio, I never used it again. I didn't, because I said, I got this one. Because I don't know, like that one, I don't know, it's like, that was like my one of my favorite radios. So when I bought that radio, I was trying to replace this one. But it's not the same. It's not the same radio because that one, of course, this one is in very mint condition. You know, I know that one that I sent you, the back of it, you could tell some of the paint was fading, but it still worked. I mean, I put the batteries in, I powered it up, it worked. I did a band scan, and uh, I don't think I made a video. I never got to make a video with that one though. That's the only thing I don't think I ever did. I don't think I ever made a video of it, but I know it was working because I tested it. In fact, let me look at the my purchases. That was I remember when I bought it. Let me see. I'll tell you when I bought it. Sony ICF 7600D. Right? That's D. Let me see. Oh, it's not here. Wait a minute. Let me just put Sony ICF. See what I don't know what was going on with my search. Okay, something's going on with my search. Am I even logged in? Okay, for eBay. Let me go purchase history. Okay, I'm just gonna put Sony. That is not coming up now on my search. That's weird. Anyway, let me do search orders. Oh, it goes by, oh, the last 60 days. No. 20. Let me check 2022. If I put Sony, was it 2022? No. Okay. Let me see what year. Was it during the pandemic? Oh yeah, it was, yeah, right here. Okay, during the pandemic. View order details. Okay, so if I go to order details. Yeah, $50. I remember when I bought it. See, I bought it during the pandemic. With shipping and tax, it was $63.96. I bought that radio. Yeah, and the guy that sold to me is right here. He has an account. Let me see if he has an account. Oh, he still has an account. Okay. Let me see what he's selling now. Yeah. Anyway, so I bought it from him. So it was this guy that I bought that radio for. It was working fine. The seller that I bought that radio was from him. So I paid a total of $63 and change for that radio. I remember. So I bought it during the pandemic because I lost that one right before the pandemic, and I thought I lost it. I thought somebody stole it. I was upset because I really like that radio. And that radio I done videos on the ICF 2002. I done Cuban catches on there, medium wave DX on that radio. I have a playlist of that radio, the Sony ICF 2002. So it's the same radio. It's the same exact radio. I think there's a couple exceptions on there. Maybe I'm not sure what they are. I could look it up. What is the big difference between? Let me see. Let me put difference. Between Sony ICF 2002 and ICF 7600D. So I think the yeah, okay. So the one you have, the ICF, was made before this one. This is an update of that one. So this one is, I think the filter is more narrower. It's not much difference. I think that's what it is. I think your version is in single sideband is better or the same. I don't know. It was just a couple of slight improvement. I think. Oh, and I think also the one you have was sold in the U.S. So you have the extended, what they call extended VHF range, 76 through 108 megahertz. This one also has that though. I don't understand the difference between that. And that's weird. I never looked into all that. What's the difference? Let me see. Yeah, I agree with that though. Now the Sony radio and the one you have indoors are not the best. So your Texan might be better indoors. It might be better indoors. Your Texan, but outside, I know that radio. If you put it in a quiet environment, it's very sensitive. I picked up, but you have a Texan, the PLT, which is a very good radio anyway. So you might not notice it. I think your Texan might be better than that one now. Because that one, that's a newer Texan. The 330 just came out a few years ago. You gotta remember this radio was from 1983 or whatever year it was from. Let me see. Radio J Allen. So this is Radio J Allen. So you can read that up on there. Right? So let me see. So the one I got is this one, 2002. And then these right here. So 83 to 89. The original price was $295. So they were $295. And then and then the last model was this one. SW77 GR. That one has sync detection. We don't have that. We don't have that. This one doesn't have sync detection. This is the last one, I think. Or the 7700. Oh, this is the GR. I think it's this one, the GR. Yeah, that's the GR. This is the latest one, the GR. That was the last one they made, the GR. They had a digital display. See? Yeah, this one. So this is the one you have. So you have this one, 7600D, and that's the one you have. So that one was yeah. Yeah, it has the extended. So see, they had that dark color too. What was this one? See, they had a dark color also. So you have the light color one. You have like the same color that I have, the silver one, the light gray, silver, whatever. This is the dark one. They have a dark one too. Let me see this guy's page if he's still on. So this is the one we have. This is the one we have. So you have this one, the D. See, now they had a DS also, but we don't have that one. And then these are all the specs about it. Shortwave. First digital receiver of his size in his size. Good performance for his size in 1983. Slightly superior to the ICF 2001. No battery indicator, no sound in the back. That's the cons about it. You know, you got your manual right here. If you want the manual, is right here. Let me see. So you can probably get the manual for this. I don't have the manual. So if you need the manual, you can look it up. You can Google the manual. And hello, Keegan DXer. Good evening, Northwest Arkansas, 91 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny. You know, over here where it's a cool day today is you get the manual schematic is this presents a schematic. Let me see. Let me see this one. So okay, I'm not gonna click on that. No, I'm not gonna click on any of that. Sorry. Yeah. So I would try a couple of things, but definitely get a brand new set of batteries first. Sometimes that does it. If you have to clean the contact, it might be the contact. I don't know. It could be the contact. Hopefully that'll be it. Hopefully you don't need an external. I don't have any. When I bought them, they did not come with an external. By 6 volts. It's 6 volts. I don't have one here. I have to check through my. I'm pretty sure I have one that could fit it, but because it, as a matter of fact, I think it's the same one as the Grundig. My Grundig, no, not my Grundig. My that's 9 volt. My Sony ICF 5900W. There's a plug that comes with it. No, no, no. That's another bit. I forgot which one. Never mind. I tested. I know I tested it with another one, and you know. No, I'm talking about two different rates. Anyway, that one was. I think that one was 4.5. Never mind. You see, like for example, here the table. Tuning step shortwave 5 kilohertz. Fine AM tuning, yes. SSB, yes, it has SSB. You cannot select if it's lower sideband. That's one thing, Tasso. It's not you cannot go single side. I mean, it's just single sideband. It's not upper sideband, lower sideband. Okay, it's just single sideband. That's it. So there's no sideband selection on SSB mode. Okay, it's just single sideband. That's it. And you have to tune it in. So you can't go lower or upper. There's no lower or upper. Of course, there is no stand. And these are the steps on FM. On medium wave, there is a switch inside the battery compartment. I believe there's a tiny little switch. I already switched it to 10. But if for some reason you want to put it on 9, you can switch it. Okay, it's a little switch. It's a tiny little black switch. It's very tiny, the switch. I didn't even know the switch was there until Marcos. Marcos DX told me that they had. He has that. He had this radio too. He told me no, there's a tiny little switch to switch it from 9 to 10. So yeah. So 2 hours already. Wow, 2 hours and 4 minutes. Wow. I've been out for 2 hours. What time is it? 7:44. Wow. Yeah, Friday night. I'm just relaxing. So I never tried it with an external antenna, like plugged in. I never tried that. I only tried it with the on medium wave. I put the Texan 200 loop, the A200. I had that with the acrylic stand because that one doesn't have a kickstand, so that one. And I made many videos on that one. But yeah, I hope there's nothing going on with it. It'd be a shame if that one there. But yeah, I would I would definitely look into all these things. Because let me see something here. Let me check one thing. Yeah, and it's heavy too. It does weigh a bit. It's kind of heavy. This lanyard, you can't take it out too. But it is heavy though. Yeah, I will look at the battery connectors. I would definitely look at the battery connectors if you can. Hopefully nothing going on other than that. But test this one. Did you test this one, Tassel? Did you test this one? Did you put the batteries on this side and test it to see if this comes on? For this one, you only need two to test this side. If you take these out, see, I took them out. See, this is for the clock. So I'm gonna put them back. And there's a tiny little switch in there. You see the switch? 9 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz. There's a switch in there. I already have it set to 10 kilohertz. Make sure yours is at 10 kilohertz. That's the switch for the AM, for the medium wave. Oh my God. I had it focused. Anyway, you switch it in here. 9 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz. The switch is right there. There's a little tiny switch. So let me put the batteries back on this one. Oh, I must put it backwards. You see the clock is back on. So you put two batteries in here and see if the clock works. Okay, try that first. And then I'm putting the cover on it. See, and that's for the clock. So the 9 kilohertz, 10 kilohertz switch is in here. I thought it was in here. It's not in here. It's in here. Okay. And then this one, so it works. So that means okay. So that's a good sign. Okay. Oh, it's a good sign. So yeah. So you need more juice. So you need brand new batteries on this side. You're gonna need four new batteries on this side. But if that doesn't work with the 4 new batteries, it should work. Yeah. So that's a good sign. Yeah. Yeah. So that means the radio is not dead. So get four brand new batteries for this side, and that should be it. It should power up. And make sure this switch is, yeah, main power has to be on. Okay. So main power has to be on. When it's on, you turn it on. Okay. If you turn it off, you kill the power. If you turn it back on, guess what? You still got to turn it on here. Okay, he's not just this. This is just a lock. Okay, remember that this is just a lock. So this just to cut off the. That's just to cut off this button in case you hit it by accident. Okay, that's all it is. So think about this as the lock for. So when you travel, you turn that. When you travel, you turn that switch, main power, you turn it off. You turn it off, and you have it in your suitcase, and you hit the power button by mistake. See, it doesn't turn on. That's just a lock. That's all it is, okay? Make sure yours is on, then turn the radio on. All right? So get fresh batteries for here. Hopefully I'll be it. So your clock is working. That's a good sign. Okay? Yeah, so I think it's just the bad thing. Because this radio, it does hog up batteries in a way. But it needs power. This radio doesn't need. But if you put 4 batteries in and they fresh, they'll last you for a while. But the minute they start dying down a little bit, that's it. It's gonna diminish. You know, like it'll start shutting off. Like those batteries I just threw out, they were here for a few months. So I just put these brand new batteries in here, and it's fine. But yeah. Put that there. This is Danny. What do you call it? I'm not reading all that tropo stuff in here. Sorry. Unless you have a question. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'll read it. So Kiki got some tropo from Nebraska and Kansas on Wednesday morning. Okay. Remember, this is the Danny show. It's working. You got it working. You got it working. Oh, good. I want to see a video when it's working. I want to see the video. Make a video. So the battery might be probably the contact. Yeah, because sometimes the contact. Hopefully he's not. Yeah. Good. Okay, good. That made my night now. I was getting kind of depressed there. I was like, oh man, I sent him a pizza. I sent him a dead radio. All right, cool. Anyway, Tasso, you're gonna make a video on your radio. You're gonna make a video on it. You don't have to make an unboxing. It's okay. You can just say thank you. You can just say thank you for the radio. You don't have to do an unboxing because just say, oh, thank you, Danny, for this lovely gift, and that's it. And check out his channel. That's you know. So anyway, I hope you enjoy your radio. I hope you enjoy as much as I hope you enjoy that radio as much as I enjoy this one. I do enjoy this one a lot. I still enjoy this radio. This is one of the few radios that I would not sell. I would not sell this radio. I would not sell this radio. This is a keeper. But I gave you that one because I have this one. You know, I could have collected them, but I figured, you know what? Let me give you a vintage radio because I know you. Other than that boombox, I figured let me give you a vintage shortwave radio that you're gonna enjoy. You're gonna enjoy right away. You're gonna enjoy that radio right away. You know, and the antenna is very long. The antenna, let me see. I believe it's pretty. You gotta be careful with this antenna too. It's very long. See, the antenna is very long. Okay, let me turn that off. Very long antenna, you see? It's a very long antenna. Then put it back down. I gotta be careful when you put it back down. Yeah, I saw the unboxing video. I saw it. I saw it. Yeah, right now the discount is only for Amazon. No, it still works, the discount. But it's only for Amazon. It's right here, the discount. What's the code? No, you don't have to put the link to my video. You can just put the code. You can just write the code on your description. Just write the code. Tell people use this code. Because it's still not on their website. It's only on Amazon right now. The code. Because I checked their website this morning. They're still not up on their website yet. So I guess this is going to last for Amazon. Maybe another week. Because I heard they got sold out. A lot of people bought them. My Amazon sales, I saw a few of them. I saw every day somebody's buying it through my Amazon link. Somebody bought one yesterday. Somebody bought one the day before yesterday. 3 days ago, somebody bought 2 of them. So my Amazon link, when they go through my Amazon link, and I get credit for the sale. So I see people going through my Amazon link. That's fine. So I don't know. They say a week or so. I will keep trying. You know, I'll keep trying the code. But right now it's not on the SX Data website. It's not up yet. The radio is not. It's not listed there yet. Only on Amazon. You can only get it from Amazon. Now there's one link for one color. On my website, there's one link for one color. One link because when you go there, it doesn't allow you to select which color. You have to go through one link for the green, one link for the yellow, one link for the black. So I put all 3 codes on the Amazon link affiliate in my the discount video. The discount video, I put all 3 links and I put the code. So you just put the code in 40 D220 new. 40 D220 new. You just put the code in, and right there you get the discount, 40% off. Some people got it for under $10. I know me and you pay the same price. I think it was $10.44. Right, $10 and change. Because I got the green one. I got the green one also. Where is it? It's in the other room. Where is it at? Somewhere around there. Oh, it's right there. I got the green one right here. So this is the shiny green one. So this is the green one. And the yellow one is in the other room. The yellow one. Yeah, so yeah, same price. Me and you got the same price. Almost the same tax. New York State tax. Yeah, same price, $10.44. That's the same price you got it. So $10.44. I think some people got it for $9.40 something cents. Was it Jeff King? He posted his. I think it was $9 and change. $9.40 something cents. I think it was $9.40, whatever it was. Yeah, it's very good. It's very sensitive. This little radio is very sensitive. So you got Poughkeepsie on this radio. Wow, that's Poughkeepsie. That's Poughkeepsie FM. That's 50 miles up. That's over 50 miles from where you are. That's well over 50 miles, maybe even 60. That's like, yeah, that's 60 miles from where you are. I forgot you're in Queens. So you picked up this. Wow, that's good. That's very good. For man, I gotta play around with the FM, but that's very good. WHUD one. That's Poughkeepsie, New York. That's from where you are. That's about 60 miles. That's very good. So this is a very good FM receiver. And some people said that if you got a tune very slow on shortwave, it says very good on shortwave. Some people said that they picked up quite a few stations on shortwave with this one. I tried a little bit of shortwave, but yeah, that's good. I mean, for radio this size, I was like surprised. So even though it's small, even though for For its category, for the category of this radio, this is a good radio for size. For size, it's a very good radio for size. You know, it's very good. Yeah, yeah. So I saw your unboxing video. I saw it. So the code, I would just keep using it until because they got sold out. I think they restocked again. So they got sold out, which is good. That means that this radio selling. Radio selling. I was like, wow, it's good. They're very happy that their radio selling. They got sold out. I'm gonna make my review on it probably in another week because I want to do the unboxing of the Yaesu transceiver, but I want to find a place for it, even as a temporary place. I may do it in the boiler room. I'll do it probably over the weekend, maybe. I'll do the unboxing, and then, you know, like I said, I'm not live streaming there now, so I'm live streaming now because I figured, you know, it's Friday. Plus I don't really have anything, and plus I was hoping you come on. So I hopefully. So now that you got the radio fixed, mission accomplished. So now you got the radio working, so that's good. Yeah. Because I was like, man, don't tell me it's not working, man. Don't tell me that thing went dead. Yeah. But when you get the contact cleaner, if you buy a contact cleaner, take a Q-tip. Just take a Q-tip and clean the connectors, the battery connectors. Spray some on the Q-tip, the one that you can't reach. I'll show you. Because sometimes the battery connectors, they get kind of dirty. The ones in here, the ones that are back here, spray some contact clean or alcohol. If you got alcohol, isopro alcohol, 90% or higher, even 80%. You put some on the Q-tip, just clean those contacts. Get in there and clean those contacts. They're probably a little dirty. Clean these contacts. Just clean them. Sometimes that helps. You know. You see how these batteries are not falling off? That means the spring is good. You know, hopefully you don't want them to get corroded because it's a pain to try to fix them. But they're working well. See, batteries are not going to fall out. So that's good. So I'm glad it's working, bro. I was like, man, I was kind of worried there. But I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy this radio. It's a nice, I love, when I bought this radio, and this is the first radio that I heard Cuba. Out of all my radios, this is the first radio that I heard. Actually, the Grande 750, but not that good. This is the first radio that I heard Cuba good on medium wave. This radio. I got videos on it. You can see the videos. Radio Reloj 790. Right there in my backyard. I picked it up. Loud and clear. WOAI out of San Antonio, Texas. I heard it with this radio. KXCL, this radio, of course. Radio, what it was? The Rebelde, Radio Rebelde, Cuba, this radio. Right. No, this was in New Jersey. Radio Rebelde, and I heard a few of them. Chicago, very nice and clear. WBBM, all these stations I heard. This is the first radio. This was my first radio that I actually did some serious medium wave DXing. It was this radio. You know, I was using that big Grande, but this was my first portable that I started doing some serious DXing. Was this radio? And that's why I'm loyal to this radio. This is the radio that I got a lot of catches. Was this radio? It's a fun radio, man. I cannot say enough things about it. I didn't want to send you no. I didn't want to send you no D109. I thought about sending you one of the D109s and all that. I was like, no, I want to send them a vintage. I want to send him something that a vintage radio that he's not gonna give away right away. He's not gonna give that sucker away. He's gonna keep that, even if it's for collection. At least keep it for a few years. You know, because this one I won't sell this one. I would not sell this one now. Yeah, no way I'll sell that one. It's just, you know, go on eBay. Let me see if I go on eBay. How much is better? How much is that radio going for on eBay? It depends on the price. Sony ICF 7600, and then I put the D. I gotta put the D. Oh, somebody's selling the radio stand. What? Let me see. Yeah, see? Somebody's selling it with the box right here, $100. The one you got right there, $100 with the box. Mint condition, he says. This one's $75. Okay, that's gonna be like the price, the price. You might get it working. That's not a bad price. That's how much I paid for mine. 75. A few years ago, I bought mine. That was the price that I bought mine. This he's just selling the battery cover. This one is for parts only. This one he's selling it with the box and everything for $119. That's pretty good. This one is for parts only. This one's selling it with the box. And that's the same seller, right? Let me see. I don't know. 109. 109, okay. The manual, of course, you can get that online, the manual. This one is for parts only. This one is with the, that's the power supply. The power supply. This one is with the box, and another one here, $90. So about $75. This one without the battery cover, I think. That's coming from India. I'm not gonna buy that. Parts only. Parts only. This one is the board. Parts only. Oh, look at the power adapter right here. AC adapter. That I guess that's what they want to use. Yeah, but I have adapters. I don't need it. I like to run it on batteries anyway. 6 volt. This one $100 with the manual. This is the capacitor kit. I guess we want to replace the capacitors. Excuse me. The capacitor kit. So when if you need to replace this, there's something in the capacitors for it. So again, $90. And then 24-hour shipping. This guy's selling it for $250 from France. Yeah, that's. I won't pay that much for that. Nah. Parts only. And this was coming from Jordan. Now you get the idea. They're all over the place, the price. This one is selling it with the box and everything. From Morocco, yeah. Because I paid $75 for this one. That's what I paid for. It was around $75. That's your oldest, yeah. I'll put it right there. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so that's what I paid. I paid $75, I remember, for that one. That was wow, I forgot what year now. It was a while. It was probably 2019, 2018. No, not 2019. That couldn't be because that was the pandemic. I already had it. I think it was 2018. About 2018. I think I bought it. I bought it. I know it was 2018, and then I made a whole bunch of videos on there. I did daytime DXing with it outside right here. I did a whole bunch of videos on there. I did some. You know, uh, and mind you, I had the PL660, and I had the PL660, and I still like this one better. I still liked this one better. The medium wave on this thing is outstanding. That's why I like this one, the medium wave. Shortwave is good too. It's good on shortwave, but medium wave. That's why I like that radio, medium wave. Uh, I'm telling you, Cuba. When I heard Cuban stations coming in all the way up here with that radio, I was like, wow. And I was trying with other radios, and it was okay. But this one, it sounded almost local, all the way up here in Yonkers. I heard Cuba with the Texan loop, even without it. I would have it outside, depending on what area you are with, how propagation is. I heard Cuba. I heard Cuban station many times on that radio. So let me see. It should be the same price for the 2002. Let me see. Yeah, same price. 45, 95. Parts only. This one is selling for 71.99. The one that I had, the 22, the 2002. This one is missing the plate, the face plate. I don't know. It's not bad though. And that's it. This somebody's selling for $80. This one, the 2002, with free shipping. And that's the plug that I have. That plug, but I have it because of another radio. And that's the plug. It looks like that. It's white. You got the 6 volt. The Sony plug is like that. It's a white one. And that's the one that works with this one. But I don't use it with the plug. I use it with batteries because it will overload a little bit if you these radios are from 1983 and there can be some breakthrough on them. Oh, you ordered one anyway. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't make it noisy, but yeah, it should work. Because I use it with batteries. Since I'm taking it because I take this one, I take this one outside a lot. You know when because I used to take this one always in my backyard. I had this one, so of course I couldn't plug it in. I got used to using batteries on this, and yeah. So yeah, so 6 volt. There you go. So now you need a stand. You need like some kind of stand. They're selling one there, but I wouldn't get that one. Look, I saw it. Look, somebody was selling a stand. Let me go back to the. Somebody was selling. Look, a stand. I guess a 3D printed stand. Let me click on it. Let me see how it looks like. I guess a 3D printed stand. Look like somebody made it. Yeah, 3D printed. It says Sony, and it looks kind of cool. Like it matches the radio. It looks kind of cool though. See, it's a 3D printed stand. I'm gonna add it to my watch list to see if he makes me an offer. Let me see. I guess he makes other stands. 3D printed. It looks kind of nice, like silver. I'm gonna add it to the watch list. Yeah, $30 though. That's the thing. It's not cheap. It's $30. But it looks pretty cool. It looks sturdy. Look at it. And I only use that for the Sony. I would use that just for the Sony. Kind of looks kind of cool. Yeah, it's a little steep, exactly. Because I use the acrylic one. I use the where is it at? I think it's in the other room. Oh, right here. God, what the hell, man? Oh, this thing almost slide out of me. Because I use it for I'm using it for this one, right? The acrylic stand. This is what I use. This is about I think $15. So this is what I use for the Sony. See, this one is big enough that I can put this one. I can put this one. The Sony. That's the one I use. I use the acrylic one. So this one. I'm gonna search it right now. I'm gonna search for this one. This one I bought, I think it was about. I think when I bought it was around $17. It's kind of a little steep, but this one I have for years. This one is I like this one, acrylic. And I had that for a few years now. Now if I had a 3D printer, if I had a 3D printer, then I would print my own. I would with Danny Shortwave, because I'm looking into getting a 3D printer. Maybe I should get a 3D printer and just put Danny Shortwave or something, or put my call sign or whatever. I don't know. So let me put acrylics. Let me see if eBay has it. Acrylic. Yeah. Okay, acrylic radio. Oh, Jesus. I'm too far back. Radio stand. I think it's sort of. Yeah, so right here that was $25. Let me see who else has it. $30. Yeah, it went up in price. Wow. That's it. Only those two sellers. Yeah, that's the one I have. Yeah. And that's steep. $30. I mean, it's a nice stand. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice. That's why I bought it. I like it. Let me go on Amazon. I got it in the I got mine from Amazon. So let me see if they have the better price. Acrylic. Oh, excuse me. Acrylic radio stand. See, on Amazon, look. So that's what I got, $17. Right there. See, I bought it in 2018. That's the one I got. See the difference? eBay is $30. It is $17.99. So if you're gonna get it from here. Get that one. You get that one. That's a good one. I had mine for a few years. I love my acrylic stand. Is you know people ask me all the time, well, where you get that? I said, no, I got it from Amazon. I give them the link. So let me see. There's another one. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the one. I just get that one. Yeah, I bought it in 2018. Yeah. So that's the one. So $17.99. That's the same one I have. So, so this one. So this one will hold your Sony. It'll hold the Sony. Even that big Radio Shack, it'll hold it. You know. This is the one I have. I put it outside. Also, for example, this radio. See, this radio doesn't have a kickstand. Right there. Sometimes, if I want to put a little loop on top, like my other radio, I have that. You got space for that too. See, that's why I like this for a smaller radio. If I want to put this loop on top, that's why I like this stand. So, for example, I'll show you, what I've done with the Sony. Let me show you with the Sony. But that's why I have it in my videos. In my videos, I'm using that antenna too, right? So look at this. This is a Sony, right? And then, I was doing with this antenna. I put it right on top. And then I do my... Sometimes I use this. That's it. Let me line it up in the middle. I don't want to slide it on right there. That's what I had in the video. Sometimes I was using it. Sometimes I wasn't using it to fine tune. So this is the stand. So $17.99 for this stand. Whoa! I tripped. Relax. I tripped on that table right there. So I'll put the link in the description. Let me see, copy the link. I'm gonna put the link. I'm gonna put the link here. I'll put the link here. There you go. That's the link for the stand. Yeah, because that's the same price I bought it, 17. I thought it doesn't drop in price, the same price. But compared to eBay, you saw eBay was $30. That's too much. $17, that's what I paid. That's it. You're not gonna get it cheaper than that. I looked around. I don't know, you might, but Amazon, I got mine from here, Amazon. That can even hold a tablet. You can put a tablet too. It's strong enough they could hold a tablet. Whatever. Smaller radios, of course. So yeah. I need to write a review on it. You see the reviews on it? Somebody used it with the Texan. Somebody used it with the Sangean. Let me put the pictures up so you can see. So somebody had it with the PL880, right? PL880. Somebody had it with a PRD7, which is that's not a small radio. It's kind of a little beefy radio. It worked fine. So you can see somebody had it with this radio. So it'll hold up. I even used that one for my PRD5. The PRD5. I use that stand for that radio, the PRD5 Sangean. So it is a little pricey, but it does the job. Now, because I don't like standing up my radios. See, like that Sony, when you outside and it's a little windy, I don't want to stand it up like that, and then the wind will tip it over and it could knock it down. I like to put on a stand. You know, even this radio, I wouldn't leave it standing up like that. Like, for example, let me put it right here. Well, I don't like standing up radios like this. Although this one already has a kickstand, that's fine. But the Sony, for example, I would not want to put the Sony like that. I don't care. Especially when you're outside at night and it's kind of gets a little windy. I don't want it knocking it over and then it gets scratched up in the front. No, I don't. Get the stand. You leave it on the stand. You don't have to worry about all that. That's why I like the stand. Yeah, it's $17.99, but you know what? It's a stand. Now you don't have to worry about your radio tipping over when a high wind. It has happened to me before I got that stand. Some radios don't have a kickstand. You try to stand it up. Like you try to stand it up, and then the wind just tips it over. And then now it's all scratched up. Or you tip it over and it falls down to the ground and Kevin O'Reilly, that's what happened to Kevin O'Reilly with one of his Baofangs. He had it standing up like that on a cement thing. The wind blew and it fell down and the whole thing, this thing broke. It broke. It shattered. It cracked right through the middle. So you couldn't see, it killed the display. For a radio like this, any radio that doesn't have a kickstand, put it on the stand. And that's it. That way you don't have to worry about the wind knocking it over. I don't like standing stuff like this. When you outside and it's windy, even if it's a little breeze, you don't want your radio to fall and get scratched up and all that. You don't want that. You want to keep your radios looking nice. You don't want to beat up radio. And I try to keep my radios. One thing about me, I try to keep my radios in mint condition. You see that radio? What the hell? Somebody flew on my forehead. You see that radio I sent you? That's the way he sent it to me. And I cleaned it up. I try to keep the radio as mint condition as I can. I try to be careful. I don't put it out somewhere where I know it could fall and get broken. I'm very careful with that stuff. Because I might want to resell it one day. Or I might want to give it away to somebody. And I don't want to give them a beat up radio. See, but that radio, the thing about that radio, in the back, it looks like the paint was fading on the battery. It looks like the battery, the paint was fading. But I guess that's because, you put your hands there a lot and you change the battery over time. I guess the oils of your skin, because that radio looked like it was more used than this one. That radio, the one you have, it looks like it was more used because of the battery compartment. It looked like somebody used it a lot to wear out that battery paint in the back, the paint in the battery cover. But it still worked. When I had it, I worked. But when I found this one, I don't know, maybe I have an emotional attachment with this radio. It was my first Sony radio. It's shortwave. And that's why I said, no, this radio, I'm going to keep it. Maybe I'll sell it one day. But then I said, you know what, I finally gave it to you. So it's going to good hands. It's in good hands now anyway. So yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off now. It's 2 hours and 49 minutes I've been on. 3 people watching, 3 likes. Thank you for watching. And if anyone has subscribed to my channel, this channel, subscribe. All my other channels, subscribe. Because I might do a live stream on a gaming channel soon. Very soon. I'm going to do retro gaming very soon. And yeah, very soon I'm going to do retro gaming. Because I'm actually want to rearrange this. So anyway, guys, I'm glad your radios work. I'm glad you like the radio. I'm glad you really like the radio. I'm looking forward to seeing that video. Good night, Keegan. I hope you everything's okay with you out there. I hope your dad is okay. Bobby, I hope you're okay over there in Louisiana. James Farley, I hope you're doing well. And I think that's it for this channel. I don't have too many people watching this channel. So thank you for watching. I'll see you on another channel soon. And good night, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye.